Good evening, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the stream. This is going to be the final best of 3 for tonight, and in this one, we have a bit of a Danish derby. It's OpTic Gaming versus Heroic. Heroic accompanied by two Swedes. Obviously, I'm talking about Muddy and Freiberg. This is certainly going to be an interesting one. Heroic, on paper, are the favorites for this one, but we have seen what OpTic can do in the past. They can surprise every once in a while, and Cajun opening up nicely with a double frag to start off this round. Mertz and Muddy. Oh, Muddy getting a nice little triple. Mertz with the double, and Heroic will pick up the pistol. As I said, it is the final best of 3 for tonight, but fear not. We have plenty of Counter-Strike to come your way tomorrow as well. In case any of you guys are interested in the other match going on right now, which is going to be North versus X Space Soldiers, you can find that over on Twitch TV/ESL_CSGO. So make sure you check that out if you're interested in that game, but on this channel, as said, it is Heroic versus OpTic in a best of 3. Gonna start off here on Train, as you can see, chosen by Heroic. Second map will be Nuke, chosen by OpTic. Third and final map, if we get that far, will be Inferno. And seeing as the second map is Nuke, I don't think a third map is that far of a reach. Nico does manage to find one here with the USP, but he's very low on HP, and in the meantime, the bomb has been planted over on the B bomb site. Another B hit here from Heroic. And at this point, should definitely be another round on the board as well. Just switching over to the right weaponry. Nico's position is now known, and he will eventually go down. Snappy trying to find a frag of his own, running a bit close towards the bomb, which will eventually cost him his life. Yes, indeed, that will be 2-0 for Heroic. And now OpTic. They went for a full eco in the previous round, meaning that they are going to buy up for this one. Are going to be lacking a bit of utility, but... And also, actually, they don't have a kit in play. Config without utility at all. I'm gonna be lacking a bit here, OpTic, but they still have the firepower. They still have a good amount of utility behind them, all things considered. A bit of an interesting... Well, not really that interesting veto process here. Train coming in as the first map. Not a great map for OpTic, so should go in favor of Heroic. Map 2, Nuke. Pretty solid map for OpTic. Should go their way. Third and final map. That's pretty equal, so that could really go either way. OpTic slightly favored on that one, at least according to statistics. But obviously those statistics are of a different caliber than the Heroic statistics. It's gonna be interesting to see how that one pans out, but in this round I blinked and it was over. Did go in the favor of OpTic Gaming, as they pick up their first round on the ball. 2-1. Heroic will have enough money for a solid full spy in this one. They got 3 AKs and 2 upgraded pistols, a decent amount of utility behind them as well. 4 AUGs in play here from OpTic. You don't typically see that many AUGs in play, but why not? It is the most accurate weapon in the game. Believe it has something like 99.8% accuracy or something like that, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, almost 100% accurate. Now Heroic gonna go for the aggression in towards that B-bomb side. It is Asilian to find the initial frag in East attack. He connects on Cajun B on the back lines. The bomb will get planted once again on that B-bomb site. It seems to be what Heroic favors the most. OpTic realizing that they drew the shortest straw in this one. Yugi, Nico, and Config falling back to see if they can hold on to the AUGs. Muddy the only one to take any damage here from Heroic. As Nico posted up. Does manage to find one on East attack. Needs to be careful, more players close by. Oh, unfortunate here for Freiburg. Looking for one target, but gets taken down by the other. Config will eventually fall to Mertz. It will be Heroic picking up their third round. OpTic deciding to go for a force buy in this one. Makes perfect sense. They got 2 UMPs. And a FAMAS in play. I still got those AUGs from the previous round though, and a decent amount of utility once again. Config playing up close towards the sandwich area. No players in Pop Dog as of now. Again, as I said, it is the final best of 3 for tonight, so what better way to end the day than a best of 3 going to map 3. Again, as I said, we do have more games coming up tomorrow, but if you cannot wait until tomorrow, well, then stay tuned to this channel, the A stream, or the main channel, whatever you want to call it. And obviously make sure you check out the C stream as well, as we have 3 streams lined up for you guys for the North American close qualifier. I believe we have 3 streams at least, if I'm not completely mistaken. That will start at roughly 11 PM CET, which is 3 hours, just under 3 hours from now. Muddy with a nice double kill in this round on that AK-47 Asilian with the AUG picked up. Ooh, Cajun rushing out through the smoke. Does manage to find one on Asilian, but will eventually get traded out here by Easy Attack. It's going to be the 4th round on the board now for Heroic, making it 4-1. And OpTic, they are going to be a bit limited in their funds for this one. And they are going to be going for an eco. There are no C streams for the European qualifier, but I believe we will have a C stream for the North American qualifier, if I'm not completely mistaken. Gonna make sure you tune in for that a little bit later on tonight. But for now, let's focus on the game at hand. Full eco here for OpTic. Initial frag goes in their favor as well. We do have Yugi connecting the kill onto Asilian, picking up the SMG. Snappy here. Long distance tap work on the P250, finds one of his own. Muddy will eventually shut him down. Yugi still trying to find an angle with that SMG. Mertz finds a frag towards the end of it. And Heroic finds their 5th round on the ball. Furthermore, As you can see on the right-hand side of your screen right now. Decent economy already here from Heroic, and OpTic already used all their money for this round, as they are going to go for a full buy. They do have the AWP this time around in the hands of Yugi. That's a great frag coming in from EasyTac, connecting on Nico. Yugi and Config, they'll soon fall as well. It's gonna be all on Snappy and Cajun B, already down to a 4-on-2 situation. And in a 4-on-2 situation, trying to retake the A-bomb side is pretty much a no-deal. Pretty much a deal breaker. And obviously, because of that, Cajun and Snappy, they're just gonna hold back for now. Try and see if they can potentially find an extra frag. That's not gonna be an easy tag either. Cillian just throwing the weapons away, making sure they cannot get retrieved by any of the OpTic members. And yes, indeed, at least as I was told, I could be misinformed on this, but I was told that the teams who make it to the minor will get stickers for the first major or minor circuit ever. At least that's what I've been told. And that's a bit exciting. Snappy up on the red train, finds the initial frag here on Mertz. Initial frag this time around in favor of OpTic. Sicilian, oh, missed spray down, deals a good amount of damage on Config, but not enough to take him down. It's a bit of a low buy here this time around from OpTic. 2 weapons saved from the previous. And Nico will pick up the AWP. A bit of miscommunication, unfortunately, as they threw down a smoke to extinguish the molly that they just posted up towards Pop Dog position. But Snappy, he's not done yet. He gets the double. Now brings it back to a 3-on-5 situation. Config and Snappy both have taken some damage here. Nico with that AWP that he managed to pick up. He finds one. Snappy with the third. This is falling apart completely here for Heroic. Snappy finally getting dealt with by Freiberg. But Freiberg left alone. He needs the 1-on-5 clutch. And it won't happen. Nico will eventually shut him down with an AWP. Beautiful AWP. Frags coming in from Nico with that AWP that he managed to pick up. He gets the double. That will finally be the second round on the board now for OpTic. Config with the opening frag for this run, but he decides to go for a bit more aggression. That's going to cost him his life as Sicilian is posted up with the AK-47. A 1-for-1 trade. Fairly early into the round, but with only 40 seconds left on the clock. Heroic need to be somewhat quick about it, and Nico and Cajun will eventually shut them down as they try and make their way in towards the B bomb site. Nico finding another player pushed up. far. That's going to be EasyTech out of the equation. And another round on the board now for OpTic. 6-3. Still enough money for Heroic to justify a force buy in this one. Not going to be that bad of a force buy either. Going to be a pretty solid one. So we do have an AWP in play on Mertz. The 3 AKs as well. I see someone in the chat mentioning that it should be a crime to say AUG instead of AUG. But, I'll have you know that AUG is a short. Stands for Universal Army Rifle, but in Austrian, or pretty much in German, it's almost the same thing, right? It's close enough. I understand both. And because of that, when it's short, it's AUG. There you have it. I know stuff. Mertz knows how to swing the AWP as he finds the frag on Snappy. And now, finally, Heroic are gonna go for the aggression in towards that A-bomb site. Nico still posted up on the site itself. We'll find the frag here on EasyTech, but takes a lot of damage in the process. Eventually, he will get taken down here by Muddy with the CZ-75, but a quick trade coming his way from Yugi. Yugi posted up with the AWP over on the old bomb train. Mertz trying to find an angle of his own. He just spotted a foot. Knows Yugi's position now. Will be poised and ready to take him down, and will do exactly that. Mertz with a triple Heroic back. So finding rounds back to extending their lead. EasyTech taking a good chunk of damage to his teammate, unfortunately. So Muddy kills him. Does manage to get the frag on Cajun as well, but a bit unfortunate turn of events. Yugi has taken some damage elsewhere on the map. Well, that was actually also over towards the B-bomb site, but Yugi didn't get to answer back with the AWP. Still a 4-on-4 situation, Heroic. Finally gonna make their way in towards the B-bomb site. As Mertz connects on Nico, finds the double as well, as he takes care of Config on the back lines, and Muddy going for the aggression. Snappy getting caught so far away as the bomb goes down that he's not even gonna go for the rotation, realizing fairly early on that it's a lost battle. His teammates dropping like flies on the B-bomb site. Snappy is just gonna fall back and see if he can hold on to the AUG for the next time around. 8th round on the board for Heroic now. 8-3. Again, it will be an eco this time around for OpTic. So do have Heroic going for fast. Peek in towards the A-bomb side from T-Connector as Cillian dealing with Snappy nice and early. Finds the double onto Nico as well. The AUG is out of the equation. An easy tag lining them up for easy triple. I guess that's why he's got a 3 in his name. Should have probably been easy frag instead of easy tag. Heroic making it look easy as they find their 9th round on the board. They had a few issues a couple of rounds ago, but seems like they figured those issues out fairly early into this one. This time around, OpTic will have enough money to buy up completely once more. They are going to be lacking a bit of utility here, and they don't have any kits in play, and no AWP either. But again, the double AUG. 3 M4s. Bit of a slow start to this one from Heroic. OpTic just holding back. Actually, as I say that, Config making his way in towards T-Connector. Just sitting right on either side of this one. Config up close and personal. Easy attack will take him down, but look at this Nico lining up and Snappy as well with the AOGs. Mertz does get the trade here on Nico. That's a beautiful shot on Snappy as well. Oh. I thought for a second there that he was the one dealing damage to Easy attack, but it wasn't. Cajun has made his way up towards the side. Yugi, he's got a peek out for the double, almost lines them up for the triple. Muddy will get the trade, but Cajun B taking him out. A nice 2-on-3 clutch here from OpTic. Posted up in good positions. And the Heroic players making it a bit easy for them. So they pretty much line up for the spray down. 9-4 as we're heading into the second to last round here for the first half. The first half. English is tough. It's been a long day. Bear with me. I was about to say, is the first half on train. Two players in towards pop dog position. Yugi missing the first opportunity, if you will. Realizing that it's probably a bad idea to go for a repeat, because there's an open play on the Heroic side as well. Molly getting thrown out towards that connector position, forcing him back for just a bit. Nico will connect on Easy attack. Cajun finds one onto Mertz. And now OpTic moving further and further in towards the side. Freiberg dealing with Nico eventually. Pushes in towards a better position. Unfortunately, not good enough, and it's not gonna be all on Muddy. He did stop the defuse. That might have been enough, and indeed it is. Oh my Lanta, Muddy, what an absolute beast. He gets a kill on the diffuser just before he goes down. Furthermore, the bomb has been ticked for so long that 2 more players ends up going down to the bomb explosion. So essentially, he got 3 kills off of that. This time around, OpTic gonna go for the force buy, as you can see. Mertz connects the initial frag, gets the double. Config and Nico out of the equation. Oops, a bit of team damage as well. Still trying to find something through that smoke. We do have one player boosted up. That's going to be Cajun. He falls nice and easy to easy attack. Well, I say nice and easy attack down to just 1 HP. Snappy connecting on Freiberg. Yuki trying to find that weapon. Now it's going to be all on Yuki and Snappy to try and get something done for this 2-on-3. In the meantime, Heroic are actually going to make their way back towards the B-bomb site. This is absolutely brilliant. A good kill coming in from Mertz. Now going for the aggression down towards CT, and he finds the frag on Snappy as well. That's a quad kill for the final round of the half. Heroic, they're going to be able to pick up that round as well and make it 11-4. As OpTic is now in a bit of a pickle here. We are just waiting for the players to ready up so we can get the second half started. OpTic are now going to be on the T side and Heroic on CT. I guess at this point we can talk a little bit more about the veto. So the veto actually makes more or less sense. Say it pretty much makes sense here, at least the first couple of bans. Heroic, they pretty much don't play overpass. It's more or less their permaban at this point. So they get rid of that right off the bat. And then OpTic banning a map that they don't really play and that Heroic pretty much never plays either, which is Cash. Then we have Train getting picked by Heroic, and OpTic picking Nuke, which that could have actually gone a different way. Especially considering that Heroic, they have a decent stat line on, or a streak, I don't know what to call it. Decent stats is what they have on Mirage. But if we just compare the stats and we don't go into depths on who they play, what teams they play, and all that good stuff, well then OpTic actually have better stats on that map. Which is one of the reasons why they got rid of that map. And Dust 2, OpTic banned that even though they statistically are doing better on that map as well. Again, without going into details about what teams they play. So I guess all in all, Train, Nuke, and Inferno were actually the middle ground for this matchup. Train obviously favoring Heroic, as OpTic, they've played it quite a few times. But their win percentage is I wouldn't say abysmal, but close to not great. 25 win percentage on Train from OpTic, and just below 50 from Heroic. When it comes to Nuke, OpTic are certainly the favorites for that one, at least statistically. So they have roughly 80% win percentage. Heroic with roughly 60. Let's get back into the action though, as we do have Heroic on the CT side and OpTic on the T side now for the second half. You have a bit of utility on Freiberg, Dev Kit, and a Flashbang. Oh, 2 flashes actually, he's already used one of them. Okay, That's one way to do it. Quick kills, 4 of them to be exact, and Asilian, he's already gonna be all on his lonesome here. For the pistol, 1-on-5 situation. Clutching this one is not gonna happen, but could potentially get some kills. I don't really see any reason to go for it at all here. And I think he decided the same thing. It's probably better to just fall back and see if he can hold on to his Kevlar for the next round instead. So in my opinion, it makes perfect sense to set. To let you know about the halftime stuff, the warm-up that went on in halftime, that's standard on ESEA servers. I'm not entirely sure what typically happens at LAN events for that, but I know that online events, they pretty much always have warm-up in the halftime. And they mostly do at LAN as well. And the time, so the time span for it, for that little warm-up, it's pretty much, at least online, it's entirely up to the players for the most part, at least. The players decide when to ready up. When it comes to LAN, they get information from an admin on when they can ready up and when they should ready up to make it all run smoothly. Fairly convincing start to the round here from OpTic. Asilian now left alone. And again, obviously not much he can do for this one. He's got the scout in hands. That is all. A scout and a dream. And now the dream is dead. Double kill for Config, double kill for Nico. A single for Yugi. That was actually Config's. No, that can't be right. Config must have dropped from the server for a moment there during the break or something. Because it says he's got 2 kills and that he hasn't died. Unless the, that's a bit strange. It's obviously his kills for the second half. So I guess he dropped in the halftime. Config. Onto the opening frag for this round, it is Nico here for Heroic. Snappy goes for the aggression, he finds a double on the SMG. Triple as well. As Config gets the double of his own. 7th round on the board now for OpTic and finally Heroic. They will have enough money to buy up completely for this one. They got the AWP on Mertz and plenty of utility on every single player. 1 AUG in play. Dev kits on EasyTac and Muddy. Config trying for the wild spray down through the smoke. Not gonna be able to connect anything this time around. Yugi and Mertz both playing the AWP, as mentioned. OpTic lining up for a bit of a fake over towards the B bomb site. But it does look like they are gonna make a move over towards A instead. Snappy pushing through, sitting right behind that smoke, but indeed it is merely a fake. It seems like Heroic are mostly ready for it. They're already rotating back towards the A bomb site instead. And they actually drop the bomb. But there will be just enough time for Config to get it down. Smurf still looking for the frags, and he will find them. That's a triple. And he's the only one to get anything done here. He needs to get a bit more done. Unfortunately, he blinds himself, trying to get a bit too clever with the flashbang. But trying to find something, but the players from OpTic, they are just hiding. At this point, there's no more time left. Mertz, he gets a triple for his efforts. That's all he's gonna get. He won't be able to get the round to secure it in favor of Heroic. And thus, OpTic will get yet another round on the board to make it 11-8. Time around, a bit of an eco for Heroic. Mertz obviously holding on to that M4 from the previous round. OpTic. Money has shifted in their favor, just like it was in Heroic's favor for the first half. Now the ball is in OpTic's court. He's attacked. Finds one. Almost gets the second. Runs out of bullets, unfortunately. Snappy will get the trade. Takes a bit of damage in the process, but look at this. Muddy on a quick flank. He connects on Snappy. Cajun B going down to Freiberg. Freiberg will get traded out here by Yugi. It's now a 3-on-2. The damage has been done. Not close towards the back of the site. It's going to be a Cillian, but Config pushes out. Two on two. Mertz on his way for the flank, for the long flank in towards T connector. Mertz slowly but surely inching his way a bit closer towards the site itself. Yugi in a good position up on the high grounds. Config, he spots the final player, moves in for the finesse points. The style points. Connecting a nice little one-tap to finish off the round. I love it. Just like that. OpTic slowly but surely making their way closer to tying up this game. This time around, Heroic once again will have enough money for a full buy. Once again, they do have the AWP on Mertz. Plenty of utility behind all players. And 2 kits in play as well. Oh, Config. It's a lot of damage to take. A lot of unnecessary damage. Cajun taking a lot of damage as well from that double nade stack. He goes down to roughly 40. Config down to roughly 60. Bit of a slow start to the round here, but a decent amount of damage dealt to the OpTic players without them ever spotting those players. Easy tag. He spots 2 and he takes both of them down. Config will eventually trade him out, but he gets taken down by Freiberg, and just like that, Mertz with the final 2. And as someone mentioned in the chat, yes, Mertz is quick on the trigger with the AWP. He shows it in this round as well. The final 2 frags. Quick reaction on the trigger. It's going to be the 12th round on the board now. OpTic. Still on the back seat, but not by a long shot. Still have the money to buy up for this one, and they even have some money to spare, meaning that they could buy in the next round if it comes down to it. Once again, a bit of a slow start to this one from OpTic. Snappy. It's a good kill on Easy Tac, takes a lot of damage in the process, but still alive with that AK-47. OpTic. The big economical reset potential for this round. Could potentially hurt Heroic's economy by quite some margin. Quite a substantial amount. Probably should say. Smuddy takes a good chunk of damage from that molly over by the back of lower train. Nico goes down to Freiberg. Yugi in the meantime, he finds one on the Cillian. And now Heroic are gonna make a move back towards the A-bomb side, but very interesting position here by Mertz. He finds one, tries to line them up, gets the double as well. And now they are gonna make their way on towards the side with just enough time for a plant. 2 on 3, slightly favoring Heroic. The bomb has been planted as set. The after-plant positions coming into full effect here from OpTic Gaming. Unfortunately, Snappy getting caught up by Muddy. It's now going to be all on Config. Finds one, takes a lot of damage from the AWP, deals damage to Mertz. 1 on 3 situation, can he do it? He gets the double. Now looking for the triple as well onto Mertz. Mertz peeks out, but Config. Massive 1 on 3, what a champion. OpTic with the hard reset. Heroic, they're now going to be fighting on their back, for this is going to hurt them. Not just in their pockets. Also in the morale. As Config brings out the clutch machine. Config and Cajun B. Finds the initial frag and eco here for Heroic. Should be easy pickings. Freiberg and Muddy do manage to find one each. That's all they're gonna get. Shugi finish up the dirty work. Finds the final 2. And yes, indeed. 11th round on the board now for OpTic. But a single eco was enough here for Heroic. Once again, they will have enough money to buy up completely. Fast aggression coming in from Snappy, but he gets shot down here by Mertz. Mertz looking for even more, won't find it this time around. Easy Attack. He finds one onto Nico, but Config. Style points all around Config. He's on one. Does get spotted out as he makes his way up towards Hell. Agent taking care of Cillian as he pushes out through Ivy. It's now gonna be all on Muddy. He'll get spotted out by Cajun B as well. A double for him, a double for Config. Yugi finds one. And we're all tied up at 12. Pause coming into effect. Seems like it was a tactical. I can only assume it's from Heroic, considering how they've only gotten one round on their CT side thus far. And OpTic trying to make that 25% win rate just a bit better by taking care of Heroic. Not gonna be a lot better, considering that it's a win rate from, I think, what was it, 16 or 22 matches played or something like that? Quite a lot of matches played on this map. Mertz and the rest of the Heroic boys once again on an eco. Snappy. The double for this one should be easy pickings all around for Heroic. This is a bit interesting. Yugi needs to be careful. Finds it the second time around though. And not necessarily OpTic's worst map. The worst map is, in my opinion at least, I could potentially be wrong on this, but in my opinion the worst map is Cash. Which makes sense, because it's their permaban. They pretty much don't play Cash. Muddy, trying to get something done. Deals a decent amount of damage on Cajun, but not enough to take him down, and Cajun will return the favor. 13-12. OpTic now in the lead. Brilliant. Brilliant comeback here from OpTic. Trying to do one better than just making a comeback. Trying to take the lead and pull out ahead. They are for now setting up for a split towards the A-bomb site. His attack does find one and a second as well. Mertz to open up the round with a frag on to Cajun B. Mertz gets the tag on Snappy as well and snaps right back to Yugi. Snappy last man standing low on HP, and this round is looking pretty solid here from Heroic. And indeed, Mertz will find the final frag for it. He gets another triple, and he's now sitting on a 30 bomb. That's pretty good. Mertz with 31 kills and 14 deaths. And obviously Config is way better than 14 and 4. For some weird reason his stats reset at the halftime. So he's gotten 14 kills since the halftime, which is pretty good. Now according to HLTV, yeah, it's a pretty good T side here for Config. But according to HLTV, he had a horrible CT side. So he's 14-4 right now, and according to HLTV, he's actually 18 and 16. So he had a 4 and 12 scoreline in the first half. Now he is bringing it back. He's attacking Mertz, so do they in this round. Config has taken a good chunk of damage as well. Cillian needs to be careful. There's a player right behind him on the flank. That's going to be Snappy, but Cillian reacting just in time to take him down. Config now. He falls to Mertz. Mertz so quick on the trigger. Another multi-kill round. Can anyone stop this absolute beast, this absolute machine? He's on 34 kills. What a monster. Someone wants to visit Poland. That seems to be evident. We do have another pause getting called. This time around I think it's from OpTic. Still enough money for OpTic to buy up completely. They do have pretty much all their money in their hands right now, and it seems like they're going for a fast play over towards the B bomb site. So only one defender close by. That's going to be Muddy. EasyTac is here as well. He finds the double. Both headshots. Takes a lot of damage in the process. Look at this Mertz. Finding an angle on Yugi. Unfortunately getting dealt with by Cajun as he goes for the aggression down towards the back lines. Now going to be a 3-on-2 situation with the bomb planted on default. Cajun going for aggression, but a quick trade coming his way from EasyTac. Asilian yet to make a move out from connector, will eventually do so. And Bogdan's Law coming into full effect here as EasyTac picks up the AWP. Asilian with the AOG still trying to find an angle, but Config, he does it again. 1-on-2 clutch this time around to keep OpTic in the action. $14-14, and again, Heroic. Their economy is broken, and at this point, they should really be considering playing for overtime. That wouldn't be that bad of an idea. They do decide to go for the force buy instead. I'm not entirely sure if I like it, but on the other hand, on the other side of the coin, Mertz is sitting on 35 kills. He's just hitting shots that he shouldn't be hitting right now. Left, right, and center. Getting so many multi-kill rounds. Mertz finds the initial. Asilian taking care of the secondary. Yugi will trade out. Look at this. EasyTac. Good positioning. Better spray down. EasyTac. And Heroic with a force buy victory. That was a broken buy. They had the AWP on Mertz and EasyTac with that M4, SMGs and upgraded pistols on the rest. But it works out absolutely perfectly. Heroic making it 15-14. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard once again while we're sitting on this tactical timeout. Again, Mertz sitting at the very top of it on 36, the closest to him on the entire server is 13 frags behind him. That's absolutely ridiculous. 15 for Muddy, 9 for Asilian and Freiburg on the other side of it. Got 21 kills on Config. Don't get confused that it only says 17. For some weird reason it got reset in the halftime. 20 for Yugi, 19, 18, and 17 as we move further down the scoreboard. Yugi taking a good chunk of damage early into the round. Look at this. Freiburg, he burns one and he gets a nade frag as well. Easy pickings in this round from Heroic. Make it look effortless as Freiburg gets the triple. And Heroic secures the victory over OpTic Gaming here on Train. 16-14, all 30 rounds getting played in regulation. We are going to head to a short break, and when we return, it will be with map 2 in this series. Nuke coming up next, chosen by OpTic.